One of my favorite things to do in a week, in fact, it starts my week right. That is if I'm supposed to sit in for Tina, is hosting these two guys, because then they come with their weekend escapades and they come and sit here, and this is where they want to vent. A bit the tray, a bit say tray, a bit tray, a bit tray, all are there. But some of my business, my one job is to host them. Guys, welcome to the fan zone. Tina is not well, so today I'll host you. Okay. Okay. Now let's talk. Let's talk real quick. Have you know the fan zone? We are not talking about your artists or what they said or what they are doing. We are actually reacting to what you are saying to your artists or what fans are saying to their favorite artists. And this one is the music review. We pick the new songs that are out and the comments that some of you made to the music video or to the artist. We review them. I have Sola from Live News GH. And I have Roland Amate from Event Guide Africa. Now we are talking first. Yeah, starting through Wendy Shay hits.
Okay, so I think say on the note of A3, no, A3 and share could do check and I'm one. They will say starting with A3 no. And the batch yourself now more British unity.
I don't know what's your training. Okay, let's start. Let's start with the Wendy Shay. Wendy Shay hits. Wendy Shay has dropped a new song that she says she featured the Shay Gangs.
Yeah, man.
It's called Hit. And the only one with the hit boom. Gentlemen, have you listened to the hit?
Oh yes, I have.
What is your general overlook on the hit song?
I think it's a very nice song. So much expected of Wendy Shay. Like I wasn't expecting anything below what she did. I am impressed because looking at where she's coming from till now, at least I'll say Oba Ghana no kita say £50. At least she's made good use of the £50. We're dropping hit at where, so we are all okay,
Zola, what you think about the new song?
Oh, nah, new song. I think I was previewed to. If I said, I think I listened to the song or the video, watched the video before it even came out.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, Charlie, this body of work from Wendy Shay, one of the best.
Wait, which on the album?
No, any album.
This is a solo artist.
So I was wishing, say, okay, what album? So that's what I told the person that showed the project to me. I was like, no, Minyanka project to our album. So because with production, with everything, from the audio side, production, delivery, content, everything was perfect. With the video to some point. So I wish that now can project also.
But I think I have 50 projects also.
Okay, you think, but Miss Minyanka also, and then your think comes in with the directional project. With directional project.
It's too.
The direction, it's more about that hit thing. But Charlie, who knows? It's my imagine.
Okay, before we dive into the point, the thing the guy said, I want to pick your mind on this one. I felt like this particular project hit. It was like a Kimali project, not a Wendy Shay project. Considering the new introduction she wanted to make with the album. What's the idea? And the album, it was sort of introducing the original Wendy Shay of the Ebony. But I said because I'm out for I'm on airwaves online. It did well, but airwaves now I feel like they've gone back to the old Wendy Shay. But however, this style is Kikimali. The dread, I don't know if you put that.
So Wendy Shay did a very good job on the hit song, but it would have been better for a Kikimali featuring a Wendy Shay under the same label. A Kikimali, you are listening to Kikimali's delivery on most of the songs. We know about only one song, right? Is it two or one?
Now she has two
songs.
Emma and Jane.
So comparing the delivery of these two songs to hits, it would have been better for a Kikimali
featuring a Wendy Shay.
More that nanka a Kikimali there. But then you see, I think Wendy Shay is still in the process of discovering herself.
Okay.
Yes, maybe some people think she's established now, she has the hits, but I still think she's still in the process of discovering herself. Still, she herself has still not found who Wendy Shay is. That's what I think. Per the way we see far, yeah, and it is not a problem, and yeah, big deal. everybody, all the top artists go through some of these things. So and yes, so much of a big deal because from time or release her first album to Shining Star, Shay on You, Shining Star, and now it looks as if she's going back. Yes, and your problem because you see, Bible cries you understand. She's trying to test all the waters and the avenues to see where the response would come from.
I think now she's looking for a response than discovery because I think she discovered herself in the album. The album was dope. Like Wendy Shay on that album.
It was dope.
Oh,
it was dope. But you see, that is why I don't really fault her for, like, it is not so much of a big deal for me for her going back because she needed to send some signal to people that this is who I am. Just like Sarkodie, a release, no pressure. I know you're the true Sarkodie, but people don't know. I always say if you want to know somebody's true character, give the person money or power. You really know. Almost you can use the bomb part and I pay from that. And yet possible. So that is when you see the person's true nature. And that is what Sarkodie is doing. When she released the Shining Star, she was in a sober
decision whether she killed that one.
But that was not what she introduced to the people. I said the America Casa Corapet is a manifest.
Hey,
oh, there be America therapy. I draw also. Yeah,
you don't make me look good on this show. Anytime the show goes, some people say that I allow you to say things on the show. It's because you come with her when I come, then you come and say things you want to say.
No, but which one? You see, so that's how. So I think it is a good step. At least, your mama, our true self now. We should be able to also go commercial. Ones that you guys can also connect to because the Shining Star and you'll be able to connect.
That's true.
You understand? You'll be able to connect even though she amassed good numbers online, but people did not really connect to the story that much. They streamed and gave her the numbers because it is Wendy Shay, and not because they were really connecting to the story. But hits not there. But that's I even love the title because as a only Shining Star and by now I'm for. As I want for the Debisa, it's your hit now, and it is good.
It's a beautiful masterpiece, I must say. And if you're watching and you haven't streamed the album, go and listen. Like it's a different Wendy Shay that you will love. Trust me. Okay, so this comment here says, "Yeah, I said it. This song is hot, a hit and very danceable. Our queen doesn't disappoint."
You've been saying this from the start of this program. That song was a masterpiece, and I make us say I wished say Uncle project in the song. Because this song, when she delivery everything on point. So with a masterpiece, or they qualify the video limpono. Yeah, a thumbs up for me. Because Charlie. That song, massive song, and I make up.
Oh, I also share the same view. I think it is good. Wendy Shay is very strong. Wendy Shay is very strong. Considering Niamana, Kechedu, Shankasa, Pokasa, or Fame. Wendy Shay is very strong. Recently, Sarkodie was saying that he thinks he is the most insulted artist in Ghana. It is not true. Share. You want to take you want to take
hype.
I
am the host.
Yes, but no, but I'm to say that.
But you know, you guys never really understood what Sarkodie said. He never said he was the most. He said, put Shatta aside. I am the most insulted. Which means Shatta in that picture is not.
No, do you know that when we are even talking about artists who are most insulted in Ghana, Shatta even doesn't come close to what
who is okay?
So when we say
rank the most.
Number one, when you say first, second, third, fourth, fifth. If you ask me,
that's dangerous.
If you ask me to do a list of artists who are most insulted in Ghana, top 10, Sarkodie will not even make the cut.
Really?
Yes. See,
First of all, I agree with you. I also agree with you. I also agree with him. It's not in my place to decide. If I had to come and have this conversation, I would have probably done. Nah, he's not the first, not the second. Do you get it? He is telling his story. So I was not my place to say. No, I was celebrating. In fact, that was not even the question. It was something he said. I was not going to divert interview to come and focus.
You should have told him to hold on.
No, because he pushed her aside. The person that I know was supposed to insulted.
You should have done more research on the most insulted thing even before.
When I was going to celebrate somebody,
you should have told him say no. You should have even got the argument of Wendy Shay also being.
When I'm celebrating Sarkodie.
On which basis I understand Sarkodie?
Forget.
You know on which basis I agree with Sarkodie. He told a personal truth. It is true.
That is his truth.
Yes, but it is
this
not
one is true.
What he said.
When I meet Wendy Shay,
what he said was fact, but was not the general truth.
Yeah.
So then, why do you want me to go and do? When he just even said,
no, you there, you were just playing referee, but I'm here to tell Sark that statement is not true. Because Wendy Shay is the most insulted artist in Ghana. See, Obudina Tema, it is without provocation.
How did this conversation get here?
No, I was saying something. Obudina Tema, say, I want to do Wendy Shay Tema, she even no forget it. She even feels insult in the crisis. I didn't know magic. Or not to me, or that dinner Tema, I be like today, you people don't insult. Tell me I'm lying.
Yes, so. If I'm celebrating Sarkodie and Wendy Shay, Stonebwoy, Shatawale, it is not when they are saying something in their truth that I'm going to defend.
No, but
I can tell you that I'm the most insulted girl on Twitter per my experience. How can I debate that? However, when we look at it,
but you being a journalist, you should have at least the moment he made that statement shows it's open for discussion. So you being a journalist and then knowing say Wendy Shay, the Charlie, you should have even been like, okay, what about Wendy Shay? He mentioned a name which is Shatawale.
Do you know he didn't say that? He said it's in passing.
I agree.
Like that was not the topic he was saying. It was a comment he made in passing. And I wasn't going to say that.
You could have as well.
But you know that we are Sark. I
you were celebrating Sarkodie, and he even mentioned Shatawale's name. Had you mentioned Wendy Shay, it would have changed the whole
conversation. Trust me.
But he brought it up, and because you brought it up, I think you were rather very professional to still keep him in line. Because any other person would have tried to also bring in another person to divert the whole conversation.
Like it would have changed the whole conversation.
You never asked him right.
In fact, I didn't even want to say.
So he brought it up, making it so open for discussion.
And that thing he said, it was like 3 seconds.
So you could have also have some 3 seconds. 2 hours. Yes, you could have also some 3 seconds.
Please, let's move to the next comment on the thing. This person on the same hit song, this person okay, Oba Sima, she has a point, right?
Yeah.
Fine. Oba Sima, fine. Okay, this person, Prof. Ankonam Rebel, says, I've observed that there's a new sound beginning to develop in the GH music industry. Basically, it's high life music over trap beats, and it's really a refreshing sound, similar to the one by Black Sherif. This is hit fire.
Yeah.
Is there something like that happening?
Yeah, it's happening. And I think it started, 2 to 3 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. It started 2 to 3 years ago, but just that, Charlie. Most of us, we don't even.
Hold on. The sound used there, was it a trap song? Was it a drill trap? Drill sound or what?
You see, even this morning, Loriba was saying that all his songs are Boga life. Which that was when I was in support of when the high life arguments came in, and then people were like, you see, you can make it dynamic, you can make the sound look dynamic. It will be an high life song, but ever far with global, like the global sound. It wouldn't be like young boy, no matter it's high life. No, you can diversify it, you can fuse it, because this piano thing that is coming here, I saw it coming long ago, because most of a big artist that I work for was in town, and then he had wanted us to mix piano sound, some South African traditional sound, and then play an aponsa, making it 3 sound on one song.
Hey,
Yeah. And then after mixing that song, I'm just waiting for that song to drop. So in music you can create anything out of certain genres and then make it identifiable. And then keep a certain name to it. Like the high life thing, you with my money, you can have different course like this. High life music wasn't the same as I think that Lumba was like that.
That's true.
So you can change it and then just maintain the same name. This Afrobeat most of the people are even getting confused with Afrobeat and then Afropop.
And then our piano now the fact that Afrobeat, piano,
because it has been fused with different elements. And so with the music thing, I saw it coming long ago.
So Roland, do you also think that there's been some concussion with the sounds happening around?
Gradually we are picking up. You know, we say we are not in competition with Nigerians, but we are. Whether directly or indirectly, we are, because this is a standard they took long time ago. As discover, because when you look at it critically, we always say that they highlight by, and it got to a time the Nigerians hijacked almost all our producers into their country to produce them. Recently, I always get the best life for CG.
Yeah,
there are so many equally good producers in Nigeria, but let's ask ourselves, why Posiji? That means there was something that he was looking for. What did I say? The Azonto the Nigerians were doing, they were doing Azonto, but almost your friends say Alingo.
But with the same elements,
it was the same instrument. The high life that we are playing, ask anybody who was the first person that played high life in this country. Nobody will be able to tell you, because even the sounds that our people were playing, our oldies were playing, were adopted sounds from different continents.
It was sampled.
That they had mixed and given it a name. So from high life to hip life. What is hip life? Hip life is just like the Afro pop that they were doing outside, the rap music. We adopted it and gave it a Kasahari hip life. That is it. So yes, now we've also adopted trap music from somewhere or drill music from somewhere, and we are trying to infuse the high life strings and then give it the high life touch. Of course, it could be our own. We can even give it a name. So I'm a piano, you're okay. When you even sounds, you might find about 60-70% of high life elements in there. Exactly. At the end of we are all doing the same thing. It all depends on the name that you give it.
That's true. Okay, so then that was Wendy Shay's hit. Now let's go to another song that I think a lot of people have enjoyed so much. I have enjoyed the visual part of it because it's very, very colorful. I must say. ARIBA. But Stonebwoy, that's Focalistic. First of all, what is your general overview about the song? I mean the video. I think about visuals here.
So the visuals are perfect. Nana, I will tell you the color grading. You see that color grading? You see that color grading? Sometimes you see Stonebwoy is so professional about his works because of the direction
competing with Jay-Z.
No, why is it?
You know, I don't want people to walk off my eyes, sunburn from myself.
So it's not in the context of competing with Jay-Z. Why is it? In as much as we are trying to catch up with the international standard thing, these are some of the videos that you need to put in. These are some of the works, the video concept on point, color grading on point.
The video was directed by Rex, eh? Yeah.
So, you see, international standard. It's not about competing with Jay-Z because if you shoot, but we did not swearing. I see this video.
Hey, retract it. Shutter fans, retract it.
But I
you can't do this.
I don't mention
artistic value to space.
Me, I never mentioned
No, I can't do the story on my set.
I never mentioned
I will not allow it because of you. I almost lost my job on Twitter.
I will employ you.
So I was the one who liked that.
I will employ you. No, but you see, with Ariba concept, it's perfect. No, also, I don't even know the word to even use to describe the video because the video.
Continue your laughter with the conversation.
Competing with Jay-Z. General overview. I think the Ariba song is nice. It is good. It is a very good collaboration. One that will serve as a plug even for the whole music industry, not only Stonebwoy, because there is a different market that we are all trying to tap into. Yes, so I think generally it is good for the visuals. Yes, recently we've all been complaining the system is not good. The system is not good. We don't have good structures. I always say that system no structures. And
It's ourselves.
we make the system and we make the structures if we do things right.
That's true.
If we do things right, so it is not about competing with Jay-Z or competing with Beyonce, because even if they ask you to bring your arsenals, to bring materials that show that you are a good musician, of course you bring the one that they shot for you in a ranch, or you bring and you also attach the one that Beyonce shot for you.
A ranch, which is Gringo.
Exactly.
Why is Shatawa listening in this conversation when I'm talking about Ariba?
Oh yes.
I will not allow you to sit on my set
and
then push Shatawale's hard work in the mud. It's not allowed.
Nobody is putting anybody's work in mud. Okay. The thing is that Stonebwoy's video is very colorful. You know, sometimes yes, money answers all things. Okay. Sika if you want the most colorful, the beautiful, of course you would have to invest. But let's also applaud the creative minds behind this project. Fantastic.
Have you realized that Stonebwoy is not afraid to blend colors? Like,
yes.
Like I don't know the director whose mind they were using for because
in fact,
even this one, African party, like the colors of the room and their dressing.
Coming from a background which people with that perception of them loving the color red. In fact, he is able to blend different colors so well, like so well that
because one of the days, I don't know, for now I can't say same thing to Eden, but then times Eden's videos with the color combination, the concept, a video like Heba,
look towards this side.
A video like Heba, and certain videos that lost.
Now look towards behind the camera and talk, because the person can relate.
No, not awesome. So you see, let's applaud the creative let's applaud the creative minds behind it. Some people have money, but they pay to the wrong people, and they end up getting whack jobs.
Flying with balloons.
But then the main encouragement shouldn't be about who has the money to pay for a quality video or not, or who has the money to spend, but rather let's encourage people to bring out more creative ideas. Which is why recently I've taken upon myself. Now, say I'm too quite at least I am trying to discover good locations. We all preach about improving our domestic tourism. You see, some of the things that will make our work rich is how unique even our location and setting is.
There's this guy Golobate. You can put him here. Put an artist here, shoot a video and come back. You won't think it is here.
Exactly.
Even the same location, minds are so crazy.
That's where sometimes I find it uncomfortable and then unprofessional. Unprofessionals, you can agree with me with the unprofessional thing. With most of our stars flying directors outside Ghana to come and shoot for them.
Why is that a problem?
No, it's a problem because
because we're talking about that.
Someone like me
just flew this
See, someone like me can give you what you want.
I don't have.
Someone like me can give you what you want perfectly.
I don't have a problem with an artist bringing in a foreign director. Okay, but I'm saying that even though yes, if say football, you got to top players, baby, you don't find someone more on a team. But then let's also not discourage the people we have.
Space Nintendo. You think you are invincible? Remove the
Let's not discourage the people for bringing out their creative ideas. Okay, some of the things that people do, and when if you allow for me to me, yes, some creative stuff, yeah, even for that, and
right.
you cry for them. You see, so when people are now beginning to understand the business aspect of the whole community and try to say, okay, this person, because of agreeing our timidity, we are back to life into. Let me at least appreciate the person by giving the person more than probably what he might deserve.
So Roland, on the bit of me saying that I find it uncomfortable when our artists fly in different directors to our country is because when they fly them into our country, they pay them time instead of what they will give to our people.
When
meanwhile, our people can equally give them a perfect job. They can give them quality videos, quality concepts. But you understand, they fly them, pay them times two, and then when they hire the services of our people, they turn out, oh, child, we say low budget.
So let's have conversations, encourage people to look at the colorful, your friends say, creative pieces in somebody like Stonebwoy's ARIBA video, learn from it, and also make ways of how to improve even and create videos even beyond the ARIBA that Stonebwoy produced, because it is a nice video.
Okay. 30 seconds each for you guys. But topic now I was discussing with the person Nana Estonia said that who heard that Amponsa rhythm in the instrumentals? Only people who play instruments or know pure music will notice. Stonebwoy is fire.
So I think I made that comment earlier on, right?
I'll let you talk. You know you have 50 seconds.
Yes, I have 30 seconds. Maybe 15. I got 15. the thing is that yes, it is. I think I partly agree with him. Most people might not have noticed. Like I said earlier, these sounds that we adopt and give them names are. So it is good. Yes, Stonebwoy featured somebody who was outside Ghana. The person is bringing in a sound that he's familiar with. You also have that responsibility to represent your country. And how best do you represent? By also carrying your sound along. Because like I said, we are tapping into a different market.
Your point makes sense. Don't worry. Now please correct.
So let me see the sensible ones. So you see, with what Stonebwoy did, it's just like most of his lyrical contents when he's featuring this outside artist. There's no way you wouldn't hear an away in it, a tree in it, a guy in it. That's another way of selling the country to the world.
Yeah, nominate.
Check most of his international collaborations. He would definitely introduce you to a Ghanaian thing.
Yeah.
So with him doing a song, and a piano song, definitely he has to introduce the outside people to a different sound, a different element. Who is the Amponsa? What, believe you me, most people outside the world who are used to the amapiano will be asking, which element is that?
You see, I like you.
Stonebwoy,
I like the two of you so much. Guys, drop your comments. Forgive them if you're a Shatter fan. They didn't mean to. I apologize for
them. I don't need forgiveness.
If you are a Sark fan, forgive them too.
Don't forgive me.
Hey, today they came. Please drop your social media handles.
Zolani on all social media platforms and the live news page on all social media platforms.
If you have any reservation about my comments, my name is Roland Amate across all platforms. You can look for me Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you don't find me there, come on Events Guide page, Events Guide Africa. Search and you will find me. Come and tell me your mind. If you want my number too, I can give it to you for free. Namala me a cheap number, put me able to my sister to us.
OneplayAfrica on all social media platforms. Tilly Ekianipa on all social media platforms. Please. Bye-bye.
One play. Add class to your music.